Yep, that's me up there on that lift. Definitely do not know how to drive it. I'm not a muralist, and that's not my art. My name's Chris, I'm an artist, and we need to rewind a little bit. Whoa, I just got accepted to be an apprentice artist at Mural Fest. Can't wait. I'm sure it'll be really fun and educational. Except... This is my friend Caro. She is an artist and a muralist and one of my artistic buddies and inspirations. I was talking to Caro about how she got into doing murals. It seems like an intimidating thing to be paid to make a giant painting on someone's wall. She told me that one of her first experiences painting a mural was as an apprentice for the Mural Fest that our city puts on every spring. So I decided to follow in her footsteps and send in an application and see if I could be one of those people that also helps an established artist put up their mural, and that's what this video is. Before we get into the Mural Fest vlog, I want to talk about this painting because it does play a significant role in the events that occurred over the course of this video. I originally started this painting in February and was intending to finish it within a month, but that just never happened. If you are an artist, you know that sometimes certain pieces just give you a lot of trouble, and that is what was happening here. I felt like it was out of my normal style. The format is a lot bigger than I am used to working. I normally work either digitally or small on watercolor paper to make my prints and sticker designs. And since nobody had bought one of my large originals in a while, it kind of felt like a waste of time. Like I should be working on designing products for my shop and my market display. I had pretty much abandoned it until about a week before Mural Fest, and I felt this kick in the butt to finish it, and that is where we begin. Hello. I think I am going to work on this painting. I haven't worked on it since February, and I keep fantasizing about it being finished, and I just want to get it done before this art market next week. Anyway, let's finish this painting. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I also had an art market in the middle of Mural Fest. Wednesday morning. The Fisher Art Market is next week. It's like a art market at a brewery, and it's just out on their patio, and I've heard from some friends that it's a really good one because people are drinking beer and feeling loosey-goosey. So I am going to print some tote bags today. In my last video, I dyed some of these tote bags with my friend Anna, who does some indigo and shibori dyeing, and I think they look really good. They're just kind of wrinkly because I just air dried them. They turned out really nice. I dyed some of them. I dipped some of them twice. I prefer the darker ones, but I'm gonna print on them with white. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but they're significantly smaller. So I think the design will still fit. It's just that they're slightly smaller now that they've been washed. Okay, no.
Oh, you're so cute. That's nice. That's good.
Printing these tote bags is very fun and satisfying. It feels like all the creative work has been done, so all I have to do is just apply it to the totes. Hey. All I heard was, oh. I'm stamping. Because are you gonna go right now? Yeah, what if you got me like an enchilada or like a little plate with like rice and beans? That would be nice. I knew that with Mural Fest approaching, this was going to be one of my last days I had in the studio to work on stuff, so I prioritized getting these printed. The next day, I was told that the muralists were ready for their assistants to come help. So I basically showed up at the mural site and Charity handed me a can of spray paint and was like, you can start blocking in color. I had never really spray painted before. I have used a spray paint can before to just like paint furniture and stuff, but never to actually color in the lines. Charity was so welcoming and such a good teacher. She gave me all sorts of tips and tricks, and it was really fun to watch her paint as well. Hi, so it's day 2 of muraling. Yesterday, Charity and I put up some of the like flat color in her mural, like the food and veggie one, and it was really fun to spray paint. But today we're gonna use some brushes and rollers and put in like the warm colors. Yesterday we did a lot of like dark blues and dark colors, so I think it'll be fun to put in those oranges and stuff. I'm gonna go pick her up and then we are gonna go to Home Depot and get some paint, which I'm excited to see like how she does her process of like what is she buying, you know? So that'll be cool. And I washed my hands like 100 times, but they still look like this, so. By the second day, I felt comfortable enough with Charity to bring my actual camera and my tripod around. There's something so embarrassing about making a video. I should probably get over that if I want to be a YouTuber though. Kind of like how if you want to be a muralist, you might have to get over your fear of heights. I like to describe myself as someone who is healthily afraid of heights. I used to be really into rock climbing, and I respect heights. I'm not afraid of them, but I'm also not like so comfortable, you know? Like you're leaning over the edge of that scissor lift and rolling paint on the wall. It feels a little bit exposed. So for this round of Mural Fest, there were 10 artists and 3 apprentices, which meant that a couple of the other apprentices just work with one artist, but I ended up helping a couple different people. I worked with Charity for 3 days and it was a great experience. She had already come up with her design before I had got there, and so all we had to do was just put it on the wall. We basically just blocked in big swaths of color together, and then the remaining time that she had, she used spray paint to do all the details on top. So it was a very collaborative process, and she even asked me if I wanted to sign the mural at the end. But I really didn't feel like it was my work. She did most of the work. I was just there to help. Charity is an artist from Atlanta. She spent 10 years tattooing and then has shifted over to painting and muraling. We spent a lot of time together over the course of the week, and it was really great to get to know her and just talk honestly about art and our experiences and our journeys as artists. Charity, if you're watching this, hi. Thank you so much for letting me help you, and you guys should check out her work. Her Instagram handle is CharityMadeIt, and if you're in Atlanta, she has a bunch of murals out there, so go check out her awesome work. After 3 days with Charity, I was off to help another artist. This time I was working with Kiptoe, who you might know if you are on YouTube. I apparently am not enough because I had never seen any of his videos until after we had met. But one of the first things he did was decide that I needed to drive the scissor lift and quickly taught me how to do so. He was working on the detailing in that little dinosaur rider guy, and then he wanted me to block in some of the buff color on the rest of the wall. And it's kind of hard to tell, but this scissor lift is a lot smaller and the wall is slightly higher than the one I was working on with Charity, so I did get a little freaked out up there, I'm not gonna lie. Since Kiptoe was filming for his video, it made it really easy for me to just be like, I'm gonna film for my video too. So yeah, I learned a lot from his approach. He has like multiple cameras, multiple SD cards and battery packs, and he's switching between them. And we had some really good conversations about being a content creator versus being an artist and how we conceive of ourselves in this interesting career path.
Try and put artists first so that content is about, it's worthy, you know? I don't know, I see a lot of stuff on YouTube where it's just like, kind of feel like they're just a content creator and the art's really not, it's not that good, you know? I want to make sure like the art's good enough to make a video out of it, and then the video has to be good as well. We kind of have to be both. A long time I never even wanted to call myself a YouTuber because I don't know. I just wanted to be an artist who made videos rather than like a YouTuber.
People are more invested in you as like a person too, like they spend so much time with you. Yeah. Kiptoe makes really, really cinematic, awesome YouTube videos, and he's amazing at spray painting. Like, this is not really my art style, but oh my god, it is crazy what he can achieve with spray paint. And he's switching between hands. Like, he's not just using his dominant hand, he's like using both hands, whichever one is convenient to him, he said. So go check out some of Kiptoe's videos and you can see way more quality footage of what he actually does.
Tag team. She's gonna roll. I'm gonna spray.
It's a roll spray!
What a classic roll spray. Where's the spray from?
Hi, I just got home and my camera battery is about to die. I just wanted to say hello because I haven't said hi to the vlog in a while. I'm so fucking tired. Muraling ain't easy. I basically painted all day with Kiptoe, who is apparently a famous YouTuber. A lot of people stopped by and told him that they were his biggest fan. But yeah, it was interesting to learn some like camera stuff from him. He has a GoPro and a nice camera, and he basically filmed the entire day, but he had like multiple battery packs, multiple SD cards, and I filmed some of it too, but I feel like a total noob. I was just like, I make YouTube videos too sometimes. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment and I have an art market in the afternoon at the brewery, which means that I have to kind of get ready for the market now. I'm gonna take a shower and eat something. Okay, so I got this cork board thing, so I'm gonna tape my stickers on here and make a little price tag. You gonna help?
When they were outside, the cops like hopped a curb, like jumped out with like their guns drawn, and then she fucking threw a knife at the cops. Annika said it was the second time somebody's pulled a knife on her. I was like, really? Who pulls a knife on me? Did you drink lots of water, baby?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to make a pizza?
No.
No?
I already had.
Food?
I had the raviolis.
You had those raviolis?
Okay, here's all my prints and stickers, greeting cards, all the magnets, stickers, that's my square reader, and all of the grid wall stuff. I have to take the records off of that print rack. All my tote bags. I have to find my tablecloth. And I am in full gremlin mode, gremming out on the floor right now. I use the things that I have for my market setup when I'm not doing markets, because otherwise I feel like it's a waste of money and space to have them. So now all my shipping stuff is on the floor and I don't have anywhere to put it. It'll be back tonight, I guess. Print racks, table, tablecloth, crates, totes, square reader, sign, cash, magnets, and digitals. Okay, all I need is the print rack. The art market went really well. It was like my first real art market of the year, and I was a little nervous that it was going to rain and nobody was going to show up because it was outside on the brewery's back patio. But it ended up being really busy and it was my most successful market yet. I sold a lot of prints, I think partially because my setup has changed slightly and things are a little bit more visible and accessible. Every time I do a market, I learn something new and things change, and it's always evolving, and I love that. Hi, good morning. I went to sleep with my hair wet last night, so I hope we can all get past what's happening right now. Yeah, it was a really, really successful market. It was like my most successful one. I think partially because of the crowd, like the brewery, it's just like a cool place to be at. A lot of people bought a lot of prints. I sold out of all the fish magnets, so I was gonna do a shop update in the next couple of days with those in them, but I think I'm gonna do like a pre-order instead. I sold a painting. I sold an original painting last night, which like I have been working on that heron piece forever, and I just feel like I was hating it, doubting myself, and feeling like it wasn't good, and so many people loved it and commented on it. Tons of people asked for prices on my big canvases, which I like brought them just thinking like these are nice decor, like they just kind of fill the space and look good. I just feel like I am in this little silo by myself all the time, and like people comment on stuff on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. I definitely appreciate that and love it. Hearing people in real life be like, I love your art, I like love everything that you make. It just like, I don't know how to describe like how that makes me feel. It's honestly really, really cool. It just really inspired me to keep making more art, I guess. I'm gonna be like riding the emotional wave of last night for a while, which is cool. Okay, that's enough. I've had 3 cups of coffee. I need to get dressed and get going. This is the current state of my car. We have a grid wall, my art market table, all of my magnets and art prints are back there. Charity gave me a bunch of spray paint and latex paint that she is not going to use because she's flying back to Atlanta. A blick bag full of spray paint and a drop cloth, and everything's covered by a quilt so that people don't steal it. There's a lot of things in here. The last day that I painted, I worked with an artist named Eisenhower, who is from Ogden, which is just outside Salt Lake, so he's pretty local, and we had a good time. It was fun hanging out with him. We're the same age and at similar-ish places in our art career where we feel like it's like just now starting to take off, so I feel like we had a lot of good conversations around that, and I'll show his finished mural later, but he's working on some like really detailed pop art style portraits on the other side, so he wanted me to just fill in some of the graphic elements. This mural was on a box. I don't know, there's like a power storage thing in the middle of a parking lot, so it's a short structure, but there was 3 sides of it that needed to be painted. So I feel like it looks small, but it's kind of a lot of painting because there's so many different surfaces. At this point in the week, I was like, I'm a muralist. I paint on walls now, so I felt very comfortable painting on this cinder block, but I had not been laying down on the ground. It was quite the contrast to being up on the scissor lift. The final day of Mural Fest was a little celebration and mural tour where they had invited members of the public to come see each of the murals and talk to the artists, as well as have some food and listen to some music. They had local musicians playing at every mural, which I thought was just so fun. It was really cool to see the other projects that people had worked on because I only had kind of interacted with the 3 people that I worked with. Unfortunately, I didn't get finished footage of all of the murals, but this is my friend Lizzie Wenger's work. I'll leave all of the different artists' Instagram and websites down below. And this is what the final mural, Charity's mural, looks like. I love this clip of these girls dancing around in front of this chicken. They love it so much, and I feel like it just embodies what murals are all about. It's just art for everybody and brightening up and making the neighborhood more colorful in so many ways. It's just really heartwarming. This piece is really impressive. It is by Brooke Smart Illustration, who I would like to get to know her more because I feel like we exist in a similar universe, but her mural is painted on the side of this plastics manufacturing building, and she included this plexiglass that is just like so luminescent and colorful, and it kind of blows my mind to look at it. Taylor and I enjoyed some street nachos and then walked home in the thunderstorm. It was a really great celebration and send-off for what ended up being a really memorable week in my life. I just realized I haven't really shown this painting on the vlog, and I am gonna drop it off with its new owner tomorrow. That's exciting. All the other paintings that I have sold, I have shipped, so I just like send them off, and sometimes I never hear about them again. So it'll be cool to like hand it to her and be like, here you go. I'm really proud of this painting. I'm really proud of this heron. I like how it looks. It looks how I imagined it would look, I guess, but maybe better. I learned a lot about my painting process through making this. I thought that I was going to paint this in 1 month in February, but it ended up taking me a lot longer than that. I'm really happy with all of the gouache detailing, and you can still see some of the underpainting, which is always cool. I think started out as this like hot red color, and yeah, I'm excited to start the next one. I got a haircut and now I have frosted tips, and I am channeling my inner 8th grade boy named Zach, who wears a puka shell necklace and a shark t-shirt. Anyway, I hope that you liked this vlog. The next few months are going to be kind of hectic for me in a good way, so I'm excited to eventually share those things with you. I hope that less frequent uploads but more quality videos is the vibe that we're all going for. That's what I'm going for on this channel. So I wish that I could summarize my experience apprenticing neatly, but I really can't. I feel like what I learned was mostly intangible, and I think a lot of what I learned was just observing how the different artists approached what they were trying to accomplish. I learned from painting my heron painting that it takes me a long time to work on a piece on canvas, but like mural artists are expected to create like 40-foot long paintings on a wall in a week. But yeah, I just wanted to say a special shout out to Charity, Hamidulla, Kiptoe, and Cole Eisenhower, who were the 3 artists that took me under their wing and let me observe them and ask them questions. I also wanted to say that I was paid for the work that I did by the city of South Salt Lake, who puts on the Mural Fest. I think that there is a culture of like interns and apprentices not being paid for their labor, but I think that it should be the standard that even if you are learning, you should be getting paid, I don't know, for your work. I have 2 art markets coming up in the next 2 weeks, so that is what I will be focusing on, but I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope that you are having a really great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.